Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel Cbse Courses with Reeti. My name is Reeti Asthana and today we are going to continue the chapter Carbon and its compounds. So today we are going to learn about its chemical properties. Yes, you heard me right. The chemical properties of the carbon and its compounds. We learned many things about the carbon, about how many allotropes it has, what are the functional groups, how to name it, and so on. And now we are standing on the stage where we are going to deep in the down in the chemical properties of the carbon. So one and a very common, very famous property of carbon is combustion. I hope you all know what does combustion means. Jalana in the normal, very normal language. So, carbon and compounds are very good burn. They good very they burn very well, producing a high amount of they burn producing high amount of heat and light energy. For example, if I write, so I can write CO2 plus O2 will give me H2O. Actually, let's not burn CO2. Let me just think of, let's burn CH4. CO2 too, like, it's a common example and it's a, for more intense, we have learned about methane. ये methane है, right? So, methane plus oxygen give rise to water plus carbon dioxide plus carbon dioxide plus heat. This symbol is for heat. So when you burn a carbon compound here with oxygen, because when we burn something in air, it obviously means that it is reacting with oxygen. जैसे chapter 1 में भी क्या था, मैग्नीशियम को हम burn करते दिखा रहे थे, so we have shown it by reacting it with oxygen. That only what it means, जब oxygen के साथ react किया. So when CH4 या methane reacts with your oxygen, it gives out to be water, carbon dioxide and heat. And ये जो compounds are, ये जो compounds है, these are common things. ठीक है? So you can find out few examples in your textbook as well. The one will be, I think, this one only. So combustion is a chemical property of carbon, and that's why carbon compounds are used as a fuel. It is used as a fuel because it produces high amount of heat and light energy. A high amount of energy is released and fuel से हमें क्या चाहिए? Energy. So that's why large number of carbon compounds are used as fuel. Okay. And they are said to be cleaner fuel. Now why cleaner fuel? Can you tell me why? So the carbon compounds are used as fuel and they are said to be the cleaner fuel because they combust, or you can say burn completely. What I said was that carbon compounds are used as fuels because they produce a high amount of energy and also they burn completely. कोई रेसिड्यू पीछे नहीं छोड़ते हैं. जैसे आई burn CH4 तो पूरा पूरा CO2 water and heat and light energy प्रोड्यूस हुआ. Nothing was left behind. Okay, that's what I mean by. Now here the star points, two star points which can come in your examination basically is, let me just write it down, unsaturated. You have to explain me the sentence statements. Unsaturated compound burns with a yellow flame. Saturated compound burns with a blue flame. Now, what does these two lines means here? Unsaturated compound burns with a yellow flame, saturated compound burns with a blue flame. What I am trying to ask you. You know what? This particular chemical property, I am going to just question you why. You try to tell me the answer, and in this way only we are going to understand the topic combustion. So, पहले तो बताओ what is unsaturated compounds and what are saturated compounds. थोड़ा सा वेव बन गया, but anyways, so unsaturated compounds are those जिसमें there is double or triple bond between the carbons. Unsaturated compound means सिर्फ single bond है between the carbons. Means saturated are the alkane, but these are both alkene and alkynes. So you can remember it by यहाँ S से पहला और single का भी first letter S है. So you can write SS. You can remember it like that. That's the way I used. So unsaturated compounds burns with a yellow flame. Previous classes में we learnt about the combustion of candle, right? So tell me, what does it means to have a yellow flame? This yellow flame refers not complete combustion, pure combustion नहीं हो रहा है. Okay, but the blue flame means complete combustion. Are you getting my point? This whole statement means कि जो unsaturated compounds है, like alkene, alkynes, alkene, alkynes की example you must know that alkenes like ethene, methene, not methane, ethene, propene, butene, pentene, pentyne, hexyne, ethine, propyne. So when you burn that kind of compounds, you will find कि वो yellow flame के साथ burn हो रहा है, and that yellow flame in particular shows you that it is not having the complete combustion. Whereas ये जो saturated compounds हैं, मतलब जो single bond वाले हैं, the one they are alkane, जैसे कि अभी मैंने example किया था for methane, they burn with a blue flame. Blue flame refers to complete combustion. When you burn it, you have a complete combustion. So tell me now, कि unsaturated compounds ज़्यादा अच्छे हुए as a fuel or saturated compounds? Tell me fast. From these both, unsaturated compound should be used as a fuel, या saturated compound should be used as a fuel? Okay, I hope you are ready with your answers. So obviously we should use saturated compounds as a fuel. This should be considered the right fuel, and this not should be considered the right fuel. The unsaturated compounds are not the correct fuel, but the saturated compounds are the right kind of fuel. Why am I saying? You tell me, किसी compound का if it is not having the complete combustion, और एक substance which is going through the complete combustion. So which will produce high amount of heat and light energy? This is my answer to you. This is my question to you. Okay, that I have two substance, let's say. Let us say this is the A substance A, this is the substance B. Okay, these are the two substances together. The black one is substance B, red one is substance A. They both are going through combustion, they both are burning. बट ये जो ब्लैक वाला सब्सटेंस है, इट डजंट शोज कंप्लीट कंबशन, पूरी तरीके से अच्छे से बर्न नहीं होता है. बट दिस रेड वन शोज कंप्लीट कंबशन, ढंग से बर्न होता है. सो नाउ एंड दिस ब्लैक वन शोज येलो फ्लेम, बट दिस रेड वन शोज ब्लू फ्लेम. तो विच वन शुड बी यूज्ड एज अ फ्यूल? मैंने इसका आंसर दिया कि ये रेड वन जिसमें ब्लू फ्लेम है उसको हमें एज ए फ्यूल यूज करना चाहिए. ओके, बट वाई? तो आप ही बताओ, विच वन विल प्रोड्यूस मोर अमाउंट ऑफ हीट एंड लाइट एनर्जी? सो द आंसर इज जो कंप्लीटली बर्न होगा, that will produce more amount of heat and light energy. Like in the case of here, saturated compounds burns with a blue flame, that is a complete combustion, will produce a high amount of heat and light energy. Whereas ये जो unsaturated compound है, which burns with a yellow flame, that doesn't show a complete combustion, will not produce high amount, will not produce high amount of heat and light energy. So saturated compounds are a better fuel, right? Let me just elaborate it more. Actually, let's not write unsaturated compounds or saturated compounds. Either we should write, वो भी सही था, saturated compounds and unsaturated compounds, but hydrocarbons are more good to use. हमें एग्जाम पर्पज से देखना, राइट? सो एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से हाइड्रोकार्बन इज अ मोर करेक्ट वे. तो नाउ लेट्स discuss more about these two statements only. So your saturated hydrocarbon burn with a blue flame and produces a non-sooty flame. Non-sooty means like particles उसमें नहीं आ रहे हैं, something like that. Okay, so saturated hydrocarbons means the single bond wale burns with a blue flame and a non-sooty flame. Examples: LPG and many fuels. तो मोस्टली जो अगर हमें कार्बन से फ्यूल बनाना है, सो वी चूज सैचुरेटेड हाइड्रोकार्बन्स, क्योंकि इसी से हाई अमाउंट ऑफ हीट एंड लाइट एनर्जी विल बी प्रोड्यूस्ड. और ब्लू फ्लेम और नॉन स्टिकी फ्लेम एक्चुअली गारंटीज अस कि ये पूरी तरीके से बर्न कर रहा है. इट बर्न्स completely, but sometimes, now sometimes क्या होता है? So in our houses we get LPG or the cylinders we have, or you will notice कि गैस स्टोव में से you get a blue color flame, right? Just switch on your gas stove with your parents and you will observe it having a blue flame. That represents कि जो आपके घर में आ रहा है हाइड्रोकार्बन फॉर द as a fuel, that is none other than this saturated hydrocarbon. Mostly हमारे घर में LPG आता है. This LPG is also a saturated hydrocarbon. और ये बर्न completely होता है. But sometimes you notice कि slowly आपके घर में yellow flame starts looking. जैसे अगर ये blue flame था, so after some time ये येलो कलर की हो जाएगी. अब बात ये है दैट है तो ये एलपीजी ही. बिफोर ऑल्सो इट वॉज एलपीजी, आफ्टर ऑल्सो इट इज एलपीजी. सो वाई ये ब्लू से येलो हो गई? आप बोलोगे दैट पहले भी सैचुरेटेड हाइड्रोकार्बन थी तो ब्लू थी, बट बाद में भी तो सैचुरेटेड हाइड्रोकार्बन ही है ना. So why it is yellow now? So let me just rub it. Just write down this much first. Okay, write it down as fast as you can. I'm waiting for you all to write it down. Okay, I hope you have written. Okay, I think I changed the position a bit. Let me just hold it up. Okay, so the answer is sometimes even saturated hydrocarbon. Let me just try to change my marker. Okay, sometimes even saturated. Okay, I hope ये वाला चल जाए. Let me just rub it and fastly लिख दूं. Sometimes even saturated hydrocarbons burns with a yellow flame instead of blue flame due to absence or absence of proper supply of oxygen. समझ आई? A very normal thing, a very simple sentence, but let me elaborate for you. The saturated hydrocarbons. Saturated are what? The one saturated hydrocarbons are those which have carbons having single bond between them. And they burn with a blue flame. You all know that. Try kar lena. You can even try. The saturated hydrocarbon, for example, LPG, burns with a blue flame. But in your house only, you can ask your family members that after a while, it starts burning with a yellow flame. It starts burning with a yellow flame. Why? Due to the absence of proper supply of oxygen. Oxygen की वजह से. If oxygen is needed, saturated hydrocarbons need oxygen in a proper supply to produce a blue flame. अगर proper supply of oxygen नहीं होगा, then even the saturated hydrocarbon will give you yellow flame. इसीलिए you can observe the gas stove in your house looks something like this. गैस स्टोव का जो सबसे अपर पार्ट होता है, so you'll observe कि इसमें भी ऐसे ऐसे छोटे छोटे होल्स होते हैं पूरे में. Not a good draw, but you can check it in your homes. These are the small pores in your gas stove. They ensures proper supply of O2. ये जो small holes हैं, pores हैं, holes बोल दो, जो भी बोलना है. This ensures proper supply of oxygen. You can check it in your gas stove. Just go and check, pause the video and check it. You will find it out. छोटे छोटे से pores होते हैं. That ensures कि proper supply of oxygen है, क्योंकि saturated hydrocarbons like the LPG coming in our houses, it needs a proper supply of oxygen for blue flame. और ये for blue flame ये नहीं है कि कलर से है, ओके. इट इज नॉट द केस कि हमें ब्लू कलर की फ्लेम चाहिए, येलो कलर की फ्लेम सुंदर नहीं दिखती. द थिंग इज द थिंग इज blue flame means complete burning or combustion, but yellow flame means not complete combustion. That's the only case. The blue flame or yellow flame, I'm not talking about the beautiful, it will look beautiful to have blue flame, or it will look ugly to have yellow flames. Not at all. The thing is that इससे मैं ये कहना चाह रही हूँ कि सैचुरेटेड हाइड्रोकार्बन्स कंप्लीटली बर्न करते हैं, बट तभी when there is a proper supply of oxygen. इसीलिए your gas stove have small holes. अगर ये प्रॉपर सप्लाई ऑफ ऑक्सीजन नहीं आती है कभी कभी हमारे घर में, when this saturated hydrocarbons don't receive the proper supply of oxygen, तो ये येलो फ्लेम प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, मतलब they don't burn completely. तो now you will say कि फिर आप, मैंने कहा कि घर में we use to see this yellow flame as well. पहले blue flame आती है और कुछ दिन बाद ये yellow flame आती है. तो ऐसा क्यों? गैस स्टोव में तो already we have this pores to ensure proper supply of oxygen. तो घर में why in our houses we absorb this yellow flame? So it is because by cooking and using it in the air only, ये pores जो है ये fill हो जाते हैं, fill कर देते हैं, बंद हो जाते हैं. ओके, ये छोटे छोटे से pores fill हो जाते हैं, गंदे हो जाते हैं, गंदगी भर जाती है. The dirt is in there. इसकी वजह से प्रॉपर सप्लाई नहीं हो पाती, तो ये लो हो जाता है. और आप फिर जैसे ही यू विल क्लीन दिस अप, इफ यू विल क्लीन द गैस स्टोव, यू विल अगेन रिसीव द ब्लू फ्लेम. दिस इज अबाउट कंबशन. नाउ एक और चीज, that thing I will write it as notes. I will provide you note. अभी सिर्फ समझो. And for the writing part कि क्या हुआ, for writing purpose in your examination, I will just write it and show it up here. Okay, यहाँ पे शो कर दूंगी. तो पहले समझते मैं बोलना क्या चाह रही हूँ. There are two types of materials. There are two types of materials. One which burns with a flame, and here are those which does not burn with a flame. You will say अब ये क्या हो गया? अभी तक we were talking about the color only, yellow flame, blue flame, सूती flame, non सूती flame. Now flame ही गायब हो गई. How is that possible? It is possible. How? Let me just tell you. Your candle, pardon my drawing, it burns with a flame. This is your candle, let's say. It burns with a flame. Whereas, let's say these are coal. These are also burning. Coal are also burning, but without flame. You can check for the pics online as well. तो ऐसा क्यों होता है? Why some substances burn with a flame whereas some substances doesn't burn with a flame? तो आंसर है इसका, this candle में ये किस चीज से बना होता है? It is made up of wax. तो जैसे ही you lit the candle, जैसे ही you lit the candle, wax starts melting, and ये जो melting of wax होती है इससे कुछ vaporize होता है. Let me just tell you line by line. This wax starts melting, and further vaporizing. ठीक है? When you, let's say when you, there is a candle, you lit it. तो पहले तो ये wax starts melting, okay, you have seen, right? And that starts vaporizing. Air में चले जाना, we can say in Hindi, I guess. So this melting and vaporizing, due to this vaporizing, therefore candle burns with a flame. But ये coal जो है, coal also in initial stage, starts burning with a flame. जब आप जैसे कोल लिया, जैसे ही आप जलाओगे उस समय फ्लेम के साथ जलेगा फॉर अ वेरी लेस मोमेंट ऑफ टाइम, बट थोड़ी देर बाद वो बस जलेगा, थोड़ा सा ग्लो करेगा, बट नॉट फ्लेम। ग्लो कर रहा है बट फ्लेम नहीं है। So it is because इनिशियल स्टेज में सब्सटेंस वेपराइजेस, कुछ सब्सटेंसेस होते हैं जो वेपराइज करते हैं इन इनिशियल स्टेज। वंस दे एस्केप, कौन एस्केप? दिस दे रिफर्स टू द सब्सटेंसेस दैट वेपराइज। तो मैं हिंदी में बता देती हूँ। You lit your coal. In this initial stage, it was burning with a flame, but very soon it started glowing and flame खत्म हो गया। क्यों हुआ? बिकॉज जब आप इसको इनिशियली बर्न करते हो तो उसमें जो कुछ पार्टिकल्स, थोड़े बहुत पार्टिकल्स होते हैं जो वेपराइज कर सकते हैं, लाइक इन द केस वैक्स मेल्ट करता है फिर वेपराइज करता है, दैट इज द नेचर ऑफ वैक्स। इसीलिए कैंडल बर्न्स विद अ फ्लेम, क्योंकि कैंडल किस चीज से बनी होती है? ऑब्वियसली इट इज मेड अप ऑफ वैक्स। उसी तरीके से कोल में इन द इनिशियल स्टेजेस देयर आर द सब्सटेंसेस दैट हैव द कैपेबिलिटी टू वेपराइज। उनके पास कैपेबिलिटी होती है कि वो वेपराइज करे, बट और वो वेपराइज करते हैं। जब वेपराइज करते हैं इट शोज द फ्लेम, बट वंस दे एस्केप, थोड़ी देर बाद, जब तक जल रहा है, कुछ समय बाद, दैट सब्सटेंसेस दैट वेपराइजेस, ये वेपराइज होने वाली सब्सटेंस एस्केप्स, गायब हो जाते हैं, खत्म हो जाते हैं। जैसे ये तो पूरा वैक्स से ही बना है, तो जब तक ये जलते रहेगा तब तक वैक्स रहेगी, सो इट विल बर्न विद अ फ्लेम। बट लेट्स से कि कोल में बहुत लेस अमाउंट ऑफ सब्सटेंस है वैक्स टाइप का जो कि वेपराइज कर सकता है, और जैसे ही ये वेपराइज करने वाला सब्सटेंस खत्म हो गया, इट स्टार्ट्स ग्लोइंग एंड स्टॉप्स द फ्लेम। ठीक है, दिस इज व्हाट इट इज। सो बाय दिस, therefore we can conclude that the substances which can vaporize, burns with a flame. Remember it as a mantra that जो सब्सटेंसेस वेपराइज कर सकते हैं वो बर्न करते हैं विद फ्लेम, जो सब्सटेंसेस वेपराइज नहीं कर सकते हैं बट बर्न कर सकते हैं, दे बर्न विदाउट अ फ्लेम। तो ये वाली लाइन याद कर लो, एंड आई एम रबिंग इट ऑफ। So let me just get the notes written up here. With this, you can write down the notes from here. I hope you like my video. If you do, so like, subscribe, and share my channel. Also, don't forget to ring the bell hang button so you'll get all the notifications of my channel. Till then, keep watching, and yeah, don't forget to ring the bell hang button. You will get all the notifications of my channel. Kindly subscribe it. We need your support, and I hope the topic, the combustion, is clear to you all. In the next video, we are going to see other characteristics or the other chemical properties of the carbon compounds. Till then, bye bye. Have a great day ahead and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned.